Alrighty, folks, here we go. Matt and I flew this morning, but it settled down. I said to Hermine, I said, "Come on, we'll go for a ride down south. Take a look at what's going on down there. Haven't been down by the windmills in a while, and I haven't caught Dwight Kramer with the balloon this year at all. Of course, it was blowing 220 at 7, so I didn't expect to see him." Headed out across the village of Vernon, and out in front of us you can see that big white patch right there just to the left of the propeller arc. And I said, what the heck is that? So we went up there and got a look at it, and this is right along Peterborough Road outside of the village of Vernon, and that is the industrial level marijuana farm. They got a permit to do it there, and it's agricultural. This is Peterborough Road at Arquent Road, and I bet they had 10 or 12 people working there, machines, and you could see it on the right hand side of the screen now where the water, they're irrigating it, and where the water is kind of running out of the side hill there. But that's quite a grow of marijuana right there, no doubt about it. Headed up into the hills, and this is the national shooting range up here, just on the right side there. You can see all the cars parked. We'll get you a look under the wing here in a minute. They were very well attended for a Saturday afternoon. I mean, we were up there probably 6 o'clock in the evening, and right there between and ahead of the struts, they've got trails up through there and all manner of shooting stations, and as you can see, it's very well attended. Main pavilion right there ahead of the strut in the middle, and you can see everybody parked there. Heck, I could land in that field right there. But yeah, very, very well attended up there. Quite a nice facility. I've been up there before and toured the place. It is very well done. So, but they had a good crowd today. From there, we headed up on top of the hill here, and here's one of America's farmers at work. Summer is ebbing away on us because they're already combining. Holy cow! Look at this. That's a big combine right there. And as we follow the field up on the end here, we've got the tender and truck and what have you to get the grain out of there. So, but America's farmers at work, and we headed from there over to. I thought this was kind of a unique intersection here, right here. They apparently years ago, True Hill Road, Cole Street, and Strip Road all come together, and that's just, I thought that was kind of unique. You see that stuff from the air. And of course, here's the windmills, and of course you can see them from the valley pretty good. Got them up on top of the hill. Again, the wind was blowing 220 at 7, and they were turning. They were all turning, harvesting that wind energy. Quite a few of them up here on the hill there, and obviously we give them a wide berth. We don't want to run into anything like that with the airplane, that's for sure. Kept our distance. This is the hill in Munnsville, and right here on the right is the old Munnsville Stone Quarry, and I didn't realize, but they're there to the north of it. They've got a new quarry that they're crushing in. You can see the water laying in the bottom of the other one. A little shot of us in the airplane there. So they've got up the hill just a little bit, and they got the water out of there, I guess. I don't know, but you can see they got piles of crushed stone and what have you, and the bank stripped off, and there was some equipment in there. So I guess you can again get stone out of Munnsville. But we headed back to the north, down out of the mountains into the Mohawk Valley. And as we were heading out across there, we're coming across the hill here. This is where I kept my first airplane when I bought that Taylorcraft, right here in this green field, right here under the right wing. My brother-in-law, my father-in-law, and mother-in-law lived right there, and then the Wilson farm right here, just the other side of the pond. And we'll get a look at it out the wing camera here. That house wasn't there when I was keeping the airplane there. This is Jimmy March's place, and Jim Sr. and Diana. And I'm not sure who owns the new house there between them and Wilson, but this is Wilson's farm. And as we're heading back across the valley, I left this in. You see that white patch out in front of the airplane? For that to show up this far away, that is a big grow of marijuana. And I don't know what it is, that white stuff they got it covered with, but it is for sure a big patch. And then we get down here to another unique intersection. Sullivan Road, Eaton Road, and Marble Road, right there by Lanz's gravel bed, just going under the airplane right there. Chipper and I actually graduated high school together. He's still trucking, and I'm still working for the sheriff's office, so it's been a lot of years. Again, we got our marijuana patch right here in front of the propeller there as we're heading down across. I mean, it's amazing how good I haven't been up here, amazing how good you can see that from the air. Again, giving you a look at it. I know there was people that went to the Verona Town Board and complained about it, but it's an agricultural endeavor, and the state has legalized it, and here we are. They do have it fenced, and if you drive by it, you can't see what's going on in there. But we are just a little bit farther above the ground than the top of the fence here, and getting a look at it. And a little hard to see in the video because we're giving them people their safe distance, but there were people working with machines in there, and they had a few tractors, and you could see some manpower on the ground on foot, and it's quite an operation going on there. But that's what it looks like over the. And this is the village of Vernon, and it's literally just outside the village. We headed back across, and you can see the difference here in the Mohawk Valley, how nice and flat the land is. And but here we are landing into the setting sun, heading her down across Smith Road, and they've got the hay all off, and where they got the corn planted, it's coming pretty good. Danny stayed away from this patch this year because it's so wet in there. It was so wet this spring. Got her dried up a little bit now. We're doing pretty good, but just a normal approach over the buckbrush there, plopping her on, and we get her rolled out here. And you look at this on Google Maps, and you can see it doesn't take much room to land the bushcat. And so we got her plopped on, turned around. Just gonna give you a shot of us taxiing back here. We got our little causeway between the ponds that we taxi across, and then we've got to turn into the backyard here, go under the tower. And my friend Mike was over here working on the 150, and we taxied her right up to the barn and shut her down. I hope you guys enjoyed the ride up into the hills of Munnsville today.